Hello, my dear friends. My name is Ankit Sharma, and I welcome you all to your very own channel, The Prime Skills, once again. So today we are going to talk about a problem or a question which is generally asked about spoken English or about the fluency in spoken English. And the question is, can I improve my fluency by reading books? I'm going to discuss this problem. I'm going to discuss the statement in a great detail, and definitely you are going to get a deep insight about it. अगर बुक्स आपकी फ्लुएंट होने में हेल्प कर सकती हैं तो कैसे कर सकती हैं, कर भी सकती हैं कि नहीं कर सकती, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस. सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक? कैन बुक्स improve your fluency? Think about it for a moment. Okay, I believe that you have already thought about it. Now, if your answer is yes, the books can definitely help you out, or if your answer is no, that the book cannot help you out in becoming fluent, you are right in both the ways. Well, you might be confused. Let me tell you, or let me help you. Books actually cannot help you in becoming fluent directly because spoken English is a very practical aspect. स्पोकन इंग्लिश अगर आप करना चाहते हैं तो वो बहुत ही प्रैक्टिकल होता है. जब तक आप खुद को उसमें लॉन्च नहीं करेंगे, यू वुड नॉट बी एबल टू गेट द प्रॉपर, यू कैन से, एक्सपोजर ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन, एंड प्रोबेबली यू वुड नॉट बी एबल टू बी फ्लुएंट. But reading books can definitely help you out in becoming fluent indirectly. What do I mean by indirectly? Reading books can definitely help you out in giving you food for thought, because if you really want to speak up, you need certain thought or certain ideas. Most of the times you are not fluent because you don't have the ideas to speak about. Okay. Number two, books can definitely help you out in getting good vocabulary, right? Authors are very good communicators in terms of written communication I'm talking about, but that written communication can definitely be used to speak English fluently. Number three, books can definitely help you out in getting better, or rather I should say advanced sentence structure. Okay, so books cannot help you out in becoming fluent directly, but indirectly they can definitely help you out. But again, there is a catch. You need to understand that reading books is a phenomena. If it's not done or if it's not carried out properly, it will not help you out. Just like watching movies. Watching movies every time cannot help you out in becoming fluent in speaking English. In the same way, reading books every time or in every way cannot help you out in becoming a very good or fluent speaker. Okay, so how to read books, or how exactly to get maximum out of reading books so that you can become a fluent or a very good English communicator. Today we are going to talk about that. Okay, so I'm going to talk about that in some points, and one by one, if you just follow those points, you will definitely get the maximum out of your reading experience. So let's dive in and try to understand. In order to get the maximum out of your reading experience, number one, and the first point is, you need to assign at least 30 minutes every single day for reading separately. Okay, you might be interested in reading novels, you might be interested in reading some self-help books, or maybe newspapers, some magazines, or whatever, but 30 minutes of reading should be kept separately for improving your communication. Now try to understand this thing. When you are reading for your pleasure, at that time you are not reading, or you are not actually focusing on the vocabulary and the sentence structure, and probably you are just focusing on the context and the storyline. Okay, and if you're reading for enjoyment, you are just enjoying the news or enjoying the article or enjoying the information, but you are not actually focusing upon the linguistic aspect, or you can say the grammatical or the sentence aspect of that specific communication or that specific part. In order to improve your communication, you need to assign at least 30 minutes when you are reading for learning, when you are reading for learning language specifically. Okay, so let's say that in the morning, 30 minutes you are sitting together, you are just keeping your book with you, and then you are going forward to learn English. When you are separating out that 30 minutes, at that time your mind is very clear, your focus is very clear that now I'm just learning English. Okay, I'm not enjoying the book, I'm not reading the book just for the sake of entertainment. Okay, that 30 minutes separately is definitely going to help you out in focusing, in setting your focus clear, and definitely going to help you out in improving your all the aspects which I have already discussed, your food for thought, your vocabulary, your sentence structure, and all, right? But that's not going to happen by itself. You need to put some math, you need to just put some specific technique in order to do that. What are the techniques? That's actually going to happen in point number 2. So let's go to the point number 2. If you really want to get the maximum out of your reading experience, always read with a highlighter, with a pencil, and a notebook or journal with yourself. Okay, now what does it mean? Whenever you are reading a book, for I'm just talking about those 30 minutes which you are actually keeping apart for learning language. In those 30 minutes, if you are encountering a word which you don't know, if you just visit the dictionary at that very moment, you will simply be, getting out of those 30 minutes. And in those 30 minutes, you would not be able to read anything. So what I suggest, whenever you are encountering a word, either highlight it or simply underline it by pencil. Or if you want, you can write it down in your journal without even worrying about the meaning, because most of the times the context itself give you the meaning of the word, right? In the same way, if there is a certain sentence or sentence structure which you believe that you can use in your communication while speaking English, you can simply write it down in your journal. Okay, so that journal is actually going to help you out after those 30 minutes in order to revise that what you learned out of that book learning experience or book reading experience. बुक पढ़ने मात्र से आपकी लैंग्वेज इंप्रूव नहीं होगी, लेकिन बुक को अगर एक साइंटिफिक फिनोमिना, एक स्पेसिफिक एक मेथड के थ्रू पढ़ा जाए, कुछ स्पेसिफिक टूल्स का यूज करके पढ़ा जाए, दैट कैन डेफिनेटली हेल्प यू आउट इन बिकमिंग अ गुड कम्युनिकेटर. Okay, so the point number 2, as you understood, always read with the highlighter, a pencil and a notebook in your hands so that you can write down the important information. You can write down the important rules, sentence structure, grammatical structure, or maybe some sort of words or vocabulary. Okay, let's dive into the point number 3. Point number 3 is always read the book of your field of interest. Do not try to pick up the book which somebody suggested you based on their interest. Every single person has got a different interest and different, you can say, flavor, right? So let's say that I keep on reading self-help types of books, and whenever you ask me that suggest me a book, so I'll be suggesting the book from that genre only. But you might be liking fictions. You might be very much interested in reading novels. So if you're reading novels, or like if you really want to improve your communication, read only those type of books at that specific moment. When you really want to improve your communication, only those type of books should be read which you are interested in. That will keep you glued to that specific phenomena. Okay, so do not just simply jump to any book because that book is considered to be good or that has got 5-star rating in the Amazon. So don't directly go to that book. Try to pick up a book of your field of interest so that you can maintain your interest and you can keep that interest for a longer time and you don't actually feel bored, right? Okay, so this was the point number 3. Now the point number 4, which is also very, very important. If you really want to improve your communication and spoken English in particular, always try to keep a book handy. And don't forget the tools for reading the books: highlighter, a pencil, and a notebook. When you keep a book handy, always, every single time, if you are having even 5 minutes with you, let's say that you are waiting on a bus stop for a bus or maybe on a metro station for a metro train, then in those 5 minutes you can actually read the book and you can actually note down certain phrases and certain words which can definitely help you out in improving your communication, right? So I believe that these 4 points can definitely help you out in becoming a good communicator, becoming a very, very fluent English speaker by reading book. Okay, as already mentioned, reading books cannot help you out in becoming fluent English speaker directly, but indirectly they can be the very, very important tool to help and support you becoming the speaker of your dreams. All right, so thank you so much for watching the video up to this point. I believe that these points are actually going to help you out, and I am very much sure that we are going to see each other in the next video because we are in a journey to improve our communication in spoken English. Okay, if you have any doubt or any query, you can ask me through the YouTube channel, through the comment box, through the WhatsApp channel, or maybe through the Telegram channel. If you want me to create any particular video on any topic, you can ask me to do that again through the same channels. And very soon we are going to start a 90 days spoken English challenge, which is definitely going to help you out in becoming a very good English speaker from the very basics, from the very fundamentals, from the very grassroots level. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good day and happy learning.